From Eyewitness News, this is Sports Wrap.
Hi, we're the Woonsocket High School Cheerleaders, and welcome to Friday Night High School Football Wrap.
Welcome to Week 11 of the Friday Night Football Wrap. The playoffs begin in Division 2, but we're going to start with teams battling for a postseason berth. 4 teams in Division 1 going for the final 3 playoff spots, including Barrington. The Eagles at Hendricken. The Hawks already captured the D1 title, and they don't have much trouble with the Eagles tonight. Defense stout. Joe Vincent, Thaddeus Moon stopping the ball carrier there. Then it's Nick Russo and Mario McLean say no moss. Hawks cruise to a perfect D1 season. 38-14 the final. Hawks will host D2 Tollgate on Thanksgiving Day. LaSalle trying to stay in the hunt, hosting Cranston East. LaSalle now 35-0 at the half. Third quarter, trying to get something going. Anthony Francis, pressured by Joe Bosserman-Hines, throws the ball away and forced to punt. East back on offense, trying to break it to the outside, but Paul Rampone trips him up. Bolts give it back to LaSalle, but Francis' pass tipped and picked off by Jamari Alves. Rams playoff chances take a blow 42-7 the final. Meanwhile, Cranston West trying to spoil Portsmouth's shot at postseason glory. Second quarter, West QB Matt Russo finds Xavier Furlan-Haroon, who makes a catch in the back of the end zone for 6. 27-yard pass and catch. West closes within 21-6, but on the ensuing kick, Portsmouth's Nicky Martin showing off the speed and the moves, dancing his way 70 yards to pay dirt. The Patriots pick up the huge victory, 54-6, the final score. Well, we're just getting things started on this week's Friday Night Football Wrap.
Hi, we're the Coventry Cheerleaders, and stick around for more of the Friday Night High School Football Wrap.
We've got highlights from the 3 D2 playoff game. Spots in the semis up for grabs. Then we'll head over the border to Mass as Somerset and Feehan duke it out for the EAC crown. Stick around.
Hi, we're the Somerset High School Cheerleaders. Welcome back to the Friday Night High School Football Wrap. Yeah!
Welcome back to the Friday Night Football Wrap. Remember, you can rewatch every highlight by simply visiting our website, WPRI.com. Previous week's games are also available. Time now to turn our attention to the playoff portion of the show. For that, let's throw it over to Sara Hogan. Sara?
Well, Eric, we begin first with the Division 2 runner-up Woonsocket. They're taking on the 2A seed, top seed that is, Central. Under the lights tonight, first quarter, Villanovan's feeling the love at home. Kevin O'Reese, the handoff coming up here to Jalen Evans, that is. Jalen avoiding multiple tackles, stays on his feet, cuts inside, and he is off to the races, folks. 40 yards to the house. Villanovan's with a 7-0 lead. Knights trying to get something done here coming up on offense. Captain Anthony Hem with the fake, tries to air it out, but Captain Oswald Torres is there for the pick and almost tackles the camera. Don't worry, no one was injured while filming tonight. Villanovan's would turn this one into a score as Kevin O'Reese avoids the sack on the loose, somehow slings it into the end zone where Jesse Charette is all alone for the TD. 14-0 Novans. The Novans go on to win this one 34-14, and they advance to the D2 semifinals. Next up, we have top-seeded and undefeated Tolman Tigers playing host to the Westerly Bulldogs. Pick up the action fourth quarter. Score still 0-0 Tigers. On the prowl, handoff to Captain Usmani Sambi, who gains a couple of yards, but the ball pops loose on the way in, and Bulldogs' Dylan Paradise recovers the fumble later in the quarter. Time ticking away. Tigers facing third down. Snap directly to Joselito Knapp. Jose on the run. Nobody's open, so he takes it himself, zigging and zagging his way 45 yards into the end zone for the first touchdown of the game. 6-0 Tigers. Less than 2 minutes to go. Bulldogs with third down. QB Alex Brown trying to air it out to Brett Erler, but the ball is tipped, and the Tigers QB Joselito Knapp would pick it off, and that would be the ball game, folks. Tolman remains undefeated and advances with the 6-0 win over Westerly. Final D2 playoff matchup. Chariho hosting Mount Hope. Chargers struck first, but the Huskies answer. Trey Jones, the handoff to Joe San Martin, and Joe bulls his way into the end zone. That would make it 7-6 in favor of the Chargers, and the defense would seal it up from there. Brendan Cahoon and Brock Taylor, the stuff, and then Taylor and Joe DeSpirito would come up with the denial. Chariho holds Mount Hope scoreless after that first TD. They advanced to the D2 semis with a 15-6 win over Mount Hope. Back to regular season play in the Division 4 matchup between North Smithfield and Central Falls. First quarter Warriors on the attack here. Steven Vasquez with the throw, but Nathan Lucier is there to pick it off. He would add on a 55-yard run, and the Northmen would take over. We got to wait here till he slows down. Then we're going to have Alex Blanchette coming up with the 6-yard rush. That would be good for the Northmen. Touchdown, second quarter. We go Northmen with the ball again, and it would be Alex Charette again. This time, Alex given a little bit of running room. 50-yard run for his second TD of the night. No score called in for this one, so if you got it, we'd love to put it on for the web. Another big night for the football stars, the state's high schools, and for our crews who will be busy, that is, working to upload those extended highlights from all of tonight's games to WPRI.com throughout the night. Eric, let's send it back to you.
Thank you, Sarah. Across the border, a spot in the playoffs on the line. Bishop Feehan has history on its side, but Somerset hoping home field would help tip the scales. The Blue Raiders also looking to close out the regular season. A perfect 9-0. Ton of action in this one, especially in the fourth. Somerset's Seth DeMello with the carry, and what a beauty it is. 60 yards down the sideline. The extra point gives Somerset a 42-21 lead. Feehan would answer back. Andy Murphy, no relation, finds O'Brien McHale, and he takes his 60 yards to the end zone. But the Blue Raiders were too much. DeMello powers his way in from 9 yards out. The nail in the coffin. Somerset wins at 49-28. Blue Raiders are EAC champions. Burrville taking on Middletown in this matchup. First quarter, Middletown's Joe Stapalipo takes it 30 yards for the nice touchdown run. Extra point good, so it's an early 7-0 lead. Burrville answers. Roger Blanchard calls his own number, takes it in for the important score to close into the game, but Middletown does go on to hold on to win at 28-26, the final. Lincoln, 5-3, Division III play. A crossover game hosting Seekonk, down 6-0 in the second, trying to get the offense going. Ryan Odell looking for Howie Bradley, but the pass broken up with a big stick. Warriors now with the ball running right down the Lions' throats to the outside. Big game later. The drive capped off by a 6-yard touchdown. Seekonk in control early, but no final score called in for this one. Fans trying to get a good shots of the Coventry and Pilgrim game, and the Naughty Yorker defense, plenty of highlight-worthy stuff. Pats driving, but Josh Woods and Sam Smith put a cramp in that plan. The big stuff of the swing pass. Then Aaron Means gets into the action. The pretty pick-off. Coventry gets the victory, 25-6, the final score. Coming up next on the football wrap, we head over to the pitch, the Division I Soccer Championship. Barrington and Shea mixing it up in a classic. And the one play that stands out above all others, the play of the day, coming up when the wrap continues. Friday night not set aside for just football. Football champions also being crowned on this night. In Division I, no question, the top two teams in the state meeting on the pitch. Undefeated Barrington taking on once-beaten Shea. Pick up the action in the second half. Barrington up 2-1 behind 2 goals by Jeff Craven. Going for the Hattie there, but denied by Julio Garcia. On the other end, Andrew Jones maintaining the 1-goal lead for the Eagles from point blank. No. Later goes up and snags it. All the scoring in the first half. Barrington holds on, takes the D1 state title for the second time in 3 years. This also capping off an undefeated season.
It's the greatest thing ever because these kids worked hard all year. The seniors are an amazing group of young men. They're an amazing group of players. Shea is an outstanding team, so to beat a team like that is just amazing.
I mean, it's crazy. You can't believe we did it. Undefeated state champs. What more can you ask for?